Yeah.
Good morning, this is Tom with the Tractor Rescue Ranch. We've got Betty the bulldozer loaded up, headed up to the mountain pastures. We've got some big alfalfa fields up there, and we're going to try to tie them all together. There's some old dry ditches between the fields, and so the fields are kind of hard to get in there with the equipment in the smaller fields, so we're going to try to tie it all together into one big long field. About 12 degrees this morning. I hope my ground up there is not froze up to the point where I can't dig it. For all of you people that haven't signed on, I've done an old video, well, the whole series of videos on this old TD9 dozer. I think probably most people haven't seen back that far into the archives. But anyway, this old TD9 dozer is a 1958. And it spent its whole life on a neighboring ranch here close to me, and they had given up on it and was thinking about just sending it to the scrapyard, and so I ended up with it, and I had to rebuild one of the final drives, which was a real challenge because I had a hard time finding the bearings. I was told at the time that you could still get the bearings coming out of China, but they had quit making them there, the correct bearings. So I went over took a trip all the way to Boise, Idaho. There's a salvage yard over there, and we found some good bearings for that final drive, used ones. So I was able to get everything I needed over there and got the thing put back together. That final drive is finished up and got everything running real nice on it. The undercarriage on that machine is wore out. You couldn't really put it back to work on a regular basis, but it's good enough it's going to last my lifetime. I've got a good friend that's got a piece of property up here in the mountains, and he's got some alfalfa fields, and I have been cutting and baling his alfalfa for him up here on shares. I've got previous videos on that as well, but some of you may not have seen it. But anyway, we come up here every year, take a couple cuttings of alfalfa off these hay fields up here. Quite a deal for me just to do the work and end up with half the hay. So we're just up here trying to improve the situation and expand that operation a little bit. Okay, this is kind of what we were doing here, and we kind of got fooled. I did get a bunch of sagebrush cleared. It actually went quite well using that dozer with the sage to clear the sagebrush, because we got fooled here. The ground was just too frozen. I trying to push that hill off down into these low areas here, and I fought it and finally give up. It'll be a spring project after the frost goes out of the ground in the spring. But I did get a bunch done, a bunch of sagebrush cleared. I'll have to just be back up next spring. This soil here is really deep. This is bottom soil, so it'll be really easy to push down into those low spots and just opening up more fields. There's more up there where I'd gotten done as well. On the other side of that hay field, I opened up another big field, got all of the sagebrush out of it, getting it ready to go. So that's where we're at. Thanks for watching.